Thanks for having us, guys. This first song is called Can't Come Back. It's kind of about making a decision you can't come back from.
Can't lie, that I know. Baby, the reasons why don't matter anymore. 'Cause we can't come back from this. Said we can't come back from this. Well, if we stay out too long, I know that we can't come back. No, from there. Babe, there ain't no saving grace. Well, you know that we both have our price to blame. Whoa, baby, the reasons why don't matter anymore. 'Cause we can't come back from this. So we can't come back, no, come back from this. Lord knows we can't come back from this. Just think what you're gonna miss. Whoa, if we stay out too long, I know. If we stay too long, I know that we can't come back. No, we can't, baby, from this. No, no. If we stay too long, I know. If we stay too long, I know. If we stay too long, I know that we can't come back.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performers.
Bedford, our guest tonight, has always been known throughout the region and beyond for their vocals, forward, gritty 80s and 90s rock punch. These three guys are reworking their sound now, pushing themselves to play with precision and intention. Bedford is pared down to three, but with purpose, and as you'll see, a great chemistry. Bedford is Samuel May on lead vocals and bass, Colin Michael playing lead guitar, and Tristan Frazier back there on drums and lead vocals. Welcome back, Bedford.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Hey.
Thanks for having us.
I'm the only one clapping in here,
Yeah,
but
I
there are
know.
lots of people
I know.
clapping out there.
No, there's actually, like, they're just not clapping.
Yeah.
No. I see like 40 people. Man, thank you guys for having us. I think this next song, me and Tristan wrote together when we were about 19.
And Trevor.
And Trevor.
Trevor
and
St.
Trevor
John's
St.
got
John.
credit on this one.
Yeah, he's got a credit. I'll give him one.
Song's called Content.
Well, how could we not see what all our lives are gonna be when the reason that we couldn't do the things that we all wanna do is gone? Cause there's no way to know what's real, humming, running through my ears. The walls vibrate, the rhythms from the old days. Always counting, wasting my time. These things in my life may start to shine. Yeah, you always counting, wasting my time. These things in my life may start to shine. Oh, it brings you to another day when the birds sing and the dogs play. I'm singing songs and telling lies, but I'll make it back if it takes all night. Let it take you far away. Ain't nothing else that is in your way. Reason for a small bruise. Reason why I'm telling you. Always come here wasting my time. These things in my life, they start to shine. Oh, it leads you to a better day when the birds sing and the dogs play. I'm singing songs and telling lies, and I'll make it back if it takes all night. You always wasting my time when those things in my life started to shine. Always come round wasting my time. When those things in my life, they start to shine. Well, it leads you to another day when birds sing and dogs play. I'm singing songs and telling lies. I'll make it back if it takes all. Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you. Gotta stay hydrated.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Hydrate or
As
die.
Jay
Hydrate
Cottle
or
would say.
die-date.
That is a cold truth of life.
Oh, nice segue, bro. He's trying, man. This song's called Cold Truth. I wrote it after my rabbit passed away.
R.I.P. Nora.
R.I.P. Nora. Goes like this.
Slip slide off of the freeway, crash harder than I did before. My head's rushing at the speed of an engine. I can't pick my heart off the floor. Head back to the house I grew up in. Feels symbolic of the way I feel. Put another in the family graveyard, and now weeds in the flower field. Made me hit the wall. I knew I wasn't wrong. It only grows older than it's gone. Needed a reason. I wonder what's left. A radical change to get me out of bed. I'm in the cold truth. Wonder what to do. Profane, baby, it's profane. Nothing sacred when your God's in a casket. We'll catch back up when we die. Used to count out all my problems. Now I just sit up and I stare at the sky. Made me hit the wall. I knew I wasn't wrong. It only grows older than it's gone. I needed a reason. I wonder what's left. A radical change could get me out of bed. I'm in the cold truth. Wonder what to do then. Baby, it's useless. Try to explain, nothing's the same. It's all profane, baby, it's profane. I try to explain, nothing's the same. It's all profane, baby, it's profane. Try to explain, don't go insane. It's all profane, baby, it's profane.
Thanks, guys.
It's like the newest song we're going to play, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe the last one will be newer. Who knows?
Kinda
This
got
is,
that one down this week.
This song's kind of phased into the older realm. It's called Lonely Night.
Guess what it's about?
Being surrounded by friends
Being
and
surrounded
family.
by friends and family. That's right. That's right.
Wow. Well, now it's late at night.
she's gone again. I'm feeling lonely like I need a friend to carry me through this lonely night. Who is she with? Where's she been? I could never trust her if the lies don't end. I've got nothing to lose on this lonely night. This lonely night. There's a hope that love will come around the bend, but I know I never feel that way again. There's a chance to take it, but now the skies are plenty, only hard to let you in. On a lonely night, this lonely night. Well, Lord, my soul's still seeking that morning sun, when the shades and the shadows will be on the run. I've got nothing to lose on this lonely night. Yeah, it's got a hold of me, of the misery. Well, there's a hope that love will come around the bend, but I know I never feel that way again. There's a chance to take it, but now the skies are plenty, only hard to let you. There's a hope that love will come around the bend, but I know I never feel that way again. There's a chance to take it, but now the skies are plenty, only hard to let you in. On a lonely night, this lonely night, lonely night, baby, this lonely night.
Thank you. Thank you. Doesn't that make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside? Woo.
Let's see. We got the first song we've ever wrote as Bedford. We were about 17, and I tried to write a song with as many like 1920s, 30s words as I could. So
He literally came up to me at school one day and said, "Dude, I was just Googling all these words. I'm like,
dude, we gotta write this song called Bone Orchard. It's like a graveyard, dude. And
never did that.
It sounded like way different then, and it sounds different every 3 months. Honestly, that's the beauty of this song. Tonight, it sounds like this.
Way over yonder, the preacher man reads from his tome. I hear the devil drop his coffin nails home. Just before you could smell the burning man's ashes, I peeked in and I saw myself laying down in a casket. It's Bone Orchard Blues. Well, but just gold I like it. Bone Orchard Blues. Got only your soul to lose. What could lead a man such as I to fall for a trap that was laid in the it's born on to blues. We'll put your straw down lying. Yeah, it's born on to blues. Ooh, God, only your soul to lose. Well, now it's born on to blues. We'll put your jaw down lying. Oh, it's born on to blues. God, only your soul knew.
All right.
That's that song.
All right. Well, that's a good one. That one should have gone on longer. I would have taken.
Honestly, we
I would
used
have
to
taken
have
that
like a
for
whole-
another 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to have all that, and we're kind of like,
It used to have that.
Sometimes we go back.
sometimes we like gotta cut stuff off so that you can add it back on later. You know what I mean? That way it's not a crutch. I wanted to know, what is Bone Orchard like? Start, without all the improv.
Okay.
I feel like that's it. And
All
then
right.
maybe later we'll add all the improv back in.
Okay.
You know?
Well, maybe you're just giving me a little more time. Give me a little more time to talk, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, folks. I am Bradford, and I'm here with Bedford. That sounds real good.
Does sound good.
So did my mother called me Bradford? She didn't call me Brad. She called me Bradford, especially when she was. And did your mother call you guys Bed when you
Samuel.
before she was angry?
Samuel May.
What's your
Sound
middle
like
name?
Samuel May.
That's exactly
Yeah, that's what it
sounded
is. It's exactly what she sounded like.
It's just great to have you guys back again. And it's really fun to be part of what you're doing now with a new sound, and it's got to be creatively energizing for you guys to be doing something different, a departure from what you'd done before, maybe something that's a little more demanding.
I mean,
is that the case for you?
I don't think that's
Tristan?
like the conscious effort. You know what I mean? Like, in my mind, that's kind of the definition of selling out, would be like, oh, I'm going to give up what I've done naturally to try to like get more people to like it. That's not really what I think's happening. Maybe
well, that's
like
not what I had in mind. I was just
no, I know. I think like there is a hope that more people listen to it, but at the same time, I think that's just natural when you get better.
That was already there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You just like, the last time we were here, I mean, how old were we? 21, you know what I mean? 22, I don't know. But I feel like the songs mature, you figure out how to write things. Like we were talking about, you learn how to like, oh, yeah, maybe cut that part off. Like, yeah, it's fun to play, but is it fun to listen to over and over again? Like, sellability, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Huh. Well,
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, let's cut to the quick. Did you guys turn into this by necessity or by choice?
Well,
Oh, I didn't mean to ask an
Well,
awkward
honestly,
question. I was just kind of curious.
Let's get away from it.
Trevor left the band a couple years ago, and we had Colby in the trio
Yeah.
for a while.
Okay, so you
and just got used to it. It was kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Colby left, we integrated Colin into the band, and he's just, a
Yay,
great
Colin.
mix. I think we like the trio too.
Yeah.
It was out of necessity at first, but it just grew on us.
yeah.
It is tight.
And yeah,
Yeah, it's tight.
Yeah, what do you like? You say it's tight. Do you like that it pushes you
Yeah.
harder, or what's your?
Yeah, I wonder if like we would make as many of what I personally humbly consider smart musical decisions if there were more people, because you got more places to hide, I guess, in a sense, or like, I don't know. You have to be more strategic and choiceful or intentional. about
Yeah.
what you play with a 3-piece, as with like a 5 or 6 or even 4. I mean, it wouldn't sound like a lot, but that's just one more person to miss the cue, miss the ending, miss the turnaround. You know what I mean?
So does it simplify things in some ways too? Then.
I mean, I think so. I mean, and Colin,
It
you've been
does.
in bigger bands too. Like, this is your first 3-piece, right?
No, I was in a 3-piece growing up, actually.
Ah.
But this is the best one I've ever been in. Playing with a lot of people is
Aw.
way different.
You're just
Way
saying
different.
that.
I have
No.
much more fun playing with 3 people.
Yeah.
It's a blank canvas for me. It's a songwriting rhythm section. So.
Well, it really does. It really comes down. It comes on your shoulders a lot of times, right? Because
Which I
it's
like.
it's like when you break into the solo time. It's then like, okay, how's this gonna do? How's
Yeah.
this song gonna hold up? You know, are we gonna keep the groove? Are we gonna get lost into sort of guitar heaven stuff or guitar hell if it goes on too long? But so it pushes you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about your training, Colin.
I grew up, my first instrument was piano, and then I learned trumpet. In school, I went to Dunbar, Paul Lawrence Dunbar Marching Band. I was on the drum line.
Woo!
Yeah, love Kentucky, Fayette County music.
Yeah.
And I taught myself guitar when I was 10, and then started taking lessons in high school when I got super into John Mayer because I wanted to play like that. Because I played in jazz band, and then I played bass in jazz band. I was just kind of all over the place, music training wise.
A lot of kids wanted to
Yeah.
play like John Mayer, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. What'd you like about his playing in particular?
I was super into like Stevie Ray Vaughan and the blues
Yeah,
stuff, and like the
he
John
draws on
Frusciante,
that.
like super Hendrixy guitar playing, and
Which he draws upon so much, right?
Yeah, and I would take what I learned at school and like traditional music learning, and then I would kind of, have this my own place to do what I wanted on guitar at home, which was outside of instruction or authority, because authority can ruin someone's creativity. Learn an instrument, you need instruction, but sometimes then like when you get shackled, you don't really like get your own sound.
Yeah, sure. Did you also go to YouTube and some other sources for
It was
learning?
mostly just ultimateguitar.com because I'm 5 years older than these guys, and the YouTube music teaching wasn't as quite of a thing when I was learning.
Huh.
And but I use YouTube now to learn if I'm like really trying to learn a song or transcribe something. I use it now, but when I was learning how to play, I really didn't.
So has Ultimate Guitar, the Ultimate Guitar platform, gone the way of like MySpace and stuff like that?
Yes, 100%.
And what was the problem with that platform, you think, or what did they not
Well, it's
do?
still
to-
there. It's just easier to learn now on YouTube because you can see it. You don't have to
Yes.
just figure it out yourselves. I had really bad technique for a while, just like transcribing tabs, like not really knowing what chords were. But with YouTube now, you can be like, well, my hands need to look like that.
Yeah, sure.
And too, like on Ultimate Guitar, like at least that's where I got my tabs. You could like put anything on there, so it could be dead wrong.
It's like the Wikipedia.
It could be so wrong, but at least with YouTube, it's like, well, I'm hearing you play like, like that is either it or it's not. Like there's no, you know what I mean? I guess you could fake it maybe, but you'd realize a lot
You could a
quicker, I
little
think,
bit.
from YouTube.
I wonder, Tristan and Samuel, could you guys, would you mind taking us for a little walk through the history of how this band originally formed? And I want to say Moorhead is in there someplace. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it's
Seems
in
like
there
our
somewhere.
conversation last time we talked together, we went to Moorhead some. Walk us through it.
Yeah. So we formed this band, me and Tristan and Trevor, that's one of our childhood friends, when we were like 16, 17.
Oh, that young.
yeah,
So this
yeah.
is before college.
Yeah, this is before
God, you're
college.
And
Yeah,
where?
true.
Where were you all? Where were you
Well,
friends?
whatever. But that's the start of this band. And we were known as like Bedford and Company because it was like the Mumford and Sons kind of
That's when I met you.
phase. Yeah, that's when we met Colin like 10 years ago. But we went on doing that all through college, turned into a rock band at some point.
But slow down here. So you were
That was
you
too
were
fast.
buddies. You were buddies like when you were teenagers.
Yeah.
And where were you?
Mount Sterling.
In Mount Sterling.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we
gotcha.
grew up.
Okay, and did you all like say, let's go and study music in
See, that's
college,
why- that's
or
why
what?
there's
What
more
happened?
to
In
the story.
Kinda,
yeah,
not
tell the
really.
story.
I was trying to do the short version.
No, I don't
It's
do
more,
that. That's no fun.
We started like we met very early.
Yeah.
And started a group called Truancy when we were like 13 or 12 or 13. So like the roots are like probably somewhere in my basement when we were like 8. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
were
that
already
was
skipping
kinda
school
like,
at that point.
Yeah, it's just been ingrained.
Yeah,
like,
I've known Tristan since we were
Yeah,
like 6.
I've known Sam could sing rock
For like 20
vocals
years.
forever, and he knew I could play the drums. Like that's pretty much how I met him. Was he was singing Mr. Crowley, and I was playing Inner Sandman. You know, that was like third grade talent show. So it's like it started in my mind. It started there.
Yeah,
I mean,
kinda.
not really.
It kinda
like,
did.
obviously this band, but I mean
That was the spark.
yeah. We grew up like we're very blessed and lucky to have like somebody that you can start a band and stay friends and like similar interest enough and not kill each other for that long.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
'cause it's not that Bedford's 10 years old, but me and Sam's friendship's 20 years old probably. You know what I mean? So it's like, geez, I don't know.
And it really seems like you guys are friends. Whenever I see you together, you're always just like very comfortable with each other and joking around. I'm sure you have your times.
I
your
mean,
little
yeah,
spats.
we stay on.
But that's my boy.
It's more I stay down their throats and they tell me to like chill out, and I do need to chill out sometimes, but also, like I think we balance each other well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes Colin's like hyping me up. Sometimes Colin's saying, "Woo, slow down." You know what I mean? Sam is usually not saying slow down, but more just like, "Is that really what matters, Tristan?" You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
let's think about it.
He's like the little wizard back there of like, "What's this for?"
So
You
okay,
know?
so you're talking about like conversations.
Just and
conversations.
musically,
Okay.
you could take that analogy
Musically, too,
any
yeah.
like our friendship is that way. The musically right, like, that is just how we operate together. It's a very consistent dynamic.
Well, I love the idea that you guys are practicing and you're doing something on the drums and Samuel stops the song and says, "Really, Tristan, is that really what this song is about?"
It's
That's
to you, a
kinda what
drummer.
happens,
Yeah.
actually.
He writes my drum parts not in the sense of like what feels, but he'll be like, "I think it's too fast. I think it's too slow. I don't think that's the right feel."
Yeah.
Like not feel, but feel.
I got
you. Know what
yeah,
I mean?
I got you.
Like,
Right.
Yeah,
So I don't
feel.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very interesting. He's kind of the Sam's always got his foot on the ground and on like where big picture where we should go. And he's kind of like a turtle in my mind, just moving at the consistent speed. And
take
I'm
that.
like,
take that.
every which way, whatever I think will
Rabbit.
keep me going. You
I
know
like
what
that.
I
I
mean?
think you've just been offered a huge compliment.
Yeah, I think so too.
Really, I think it's a very
Yeah.
nice compliment.
Yeah, I mean,
They've got to think about every step.
Wouldn't be if you're on the
intention.
track team, but I mean, it does right
Yeah,
in this
no,
context. It does.
not at all.
Yeah, but okay. So then let's move forward then to then you were in high school and you moved from the truancy to something in company,
The school band, actually, we were in that for like 3 years.
like a jazz band.
we were a
yeah,
worship
like
band
jazz
too.
band and stuff.
We had a worship band period as
and
well.
a worship band.
We wanted to be Creed and
Oh.
Switchfoot.
And we'll gloss over that a little bit. But,
Okay. All right, were
But
you-
then, yeah, we eventually, when we were like 16, we formed this kind of indie band with our best friend Trevor. Called ourselves Bedford and Company.
Yeah.
Tried to do like the box,
The cajon,
the
baby.
cajon,
Yeah.
the cajon and acoustic guitar kind of thing. It was,
Was it
you know,
was it rock or was it folk?
it was kind of like a
Some
mix.
bad abomination.
Yeah, some
Okay, so it's
terrible-
sort of like, okay, good.
Yeah, I mean,
Behemoth.
it was new. You know, we didn't know what we wanted to do yet.
Yeah.
I could play the drums, but I was like, it was. You know what?
But
I'll give
this
credit
is-
where
this
it's
is the
due. It was
thing.
Sunday Best, man. That was
Yeah.
kind of what inspired us at that time. Was like, well, if it's that easy, like not in a bash to them, but like if you literally can just take your friend and get a box and an acoustic guitar and start a band, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's
that
like
doesn't
that
diminish
simple.
what they do. That's saying like they made it reachable, tangible to.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me it was like, oh, dude, hauling on my drums. I don't have a PA.
Yeah, right.
That's a lot, man. But if we can just literally get together and I could, that's all. We could do that every night, and we did, and that was where we got good. Like,
Yeah, they just made it real simple and like it attracted us.
oh, dude, that's a good segue. Fast forward, Chris Bentley sees us in Moorhead because we're all going to school at Moorhead, studying different things. Sam's doing like music education. I'm doing
doing
pharmacy.
Sorry, Chris Bentley.
Chris Bentley's the cajon player for Sunday Best.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Long
so
hair guy kind of looks like
we ran into him he saw us at Fuzzy Duck, had us play at the Mountain Arts Center like that weekend and the Burl. It was kind of like our
All
end. That's where we
right.
met Brother Smith and Magnolia Boulevard and like If Birds Could Fly and I'm sure Up Trippin' Roots, like Josh Nolan. I just basically the scene we met over the course of those 2 days. And I will never forget that is like the guy that pretty much inspired us to start the band saw us randomly and was the Sherpa, you know, like here, let me show you around, and has always kind of been that for us. Like if he's watching it, dude, like thank you, because he's always been that kind of
He's a cool dude.
go this way, go that way. And Nick Jamerson, honestly, I talk to Nick probably once a month. Like it's neat. Those are your heroes, and they're like right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and do you think that's something that's important for a band to do in its sort of early stages, is to find a way to become involved in the music community? Do you think some new bands some new bands don't really quite understand that? Or
Colin, you should take that because you taught us show karma.
take it away, Colin.
Oh, show karma. Yeah, you get what you get back in the scene is you have to have that sweat equity of going out and showing your face.
Yeah.
If you're not involved in the community, why do you expect people to come see you? If you really care about the local community and local music, or just everyone doing that thing that you're doing, you're not entitled to it. Even if you're good, you're not entitled to people to come. You have to give to others what you want back for yourself, and it's really important when you're in a band. You have to immerse yourself in it, because at first the only people that you're going to see when you don't have any fans, it's going to be other bands. So you better go support other bands.
Right.
We really didn't get that when we were doing it, especially in Moorhead. Not to bash on the Moorhead music scene. The music education scene in Moorhead is phenomenal, but the music scene, the ability to go out and play, is not there. And so, like, we would, I didn't have the ability to drive to Lexington to see the shows. But now that I live in Lexington, it's like, oh my gosh, it really, like, just
Y'all play with my old band a lot.
The difference. Well, just the difference between like being in Lexington and going to shows and kind of just getting it that it's not all about you and you got to kind of give back a little bit. That's why we do the open jams at Two Fisted Willie's. Like, it's just, I don't know, anything that we can do to be like, yes, you can play here, because how many times do we all get told no and like gatekeep?
Too many.
I mean, it's like that's the name of the game, especially for a rock band in Kentucky. Like, oh my gosh, everybody wants to hear the acoustic, man.
Versus Americana.
Yeah, I mean,
esque, whatever it is.
fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, what do you think the community can do? I mean, because there certainly are players, bands who feel on the outside they don't necessarily feel like they're welcome. What is it that the community can do to sort of encourage more diversity?
I think it's just
And
most important to embrace yourself. Like if you embrace what you're doing and are confident in it, then others will see that. You don't have to feel like you don't have to sound like everybody else. People just sound a certain way here because it's the birthplace of bluegrass music. It's in the water here, so it's not that everyone's trying to sound like each other. But if you are doing something a little different, there's no reason to have a weird attitude about it. You just got to own it.
Yeah. I agree with that, because you're not really. It's not anybody's fault. Yeah, you're not the victim of the scene because you chose to play different music, like, or maybe not even chose. Maybe that's just what your heart feels, and that's what I feel like the case for Bedford is. Like, I've written a couple country songs, but I feel rock and roll. I feel blues and that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, but I'm just gonna tell you some of the more eclectic. I agree with everything you're saying, but some of the more eclectic kinds of bands, get to a point where it's frustrating because they're like, the same guys get booked over and over and over again. How much Americana can this city stand? Right? I mean, that's what sometimes happens, and they get that frustration.
I'm not
so.
Eclectic enough for it's just.
Yeah,
the people know what they want, and
what?
at the end of the day, if you're doing something eclectic, you have to build the scene for that from scratch, which is way harder than jumping on what's already existing.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people
That's
like
a
what the
great
people
point.
like, and it's not, you can't force people to like. It might be the best thing ever, but if it's not what people want, people like what they like, and that's
Yeah.
just the truth of it.
Right. Maybe this is just a call for more venues, right?
Yep.
They would just grow the venues in the town. I mean, we've got a great music town, so this is not
Sure
about
do.
breaking. I mean, this is an amazing for a town this
Yes.
size.
Oh, it's
the
insane.
amount of places there are to play and the number of different bands. We just love it.
But
And
I
this-
do agree
We
with
love it.
you.
We see it right here.
I do think there is a pattern to book the same sounds and the same acts. You know, you do see that, and that's not like a diss. Probably it's like, what's the whole thing? That's the AAA investment, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like that's what makes sense. Like, if you were gonna put money in a festival or in a show, you want what you know you're gonna get. You know, I don't want some double B investment where I was like, it's a rock show in a Kentucky. I don't know. I want the AAA. Give me Sunday Best and Laid Back Country Picker, and I'll go to it. It's a great show.
Yeah.
It's just
Got to get people in the door.
it is very. I've seen it a lot.
I get it.
You know,
Yep.
I've seen it a
I
lot.
feel like venues could be more open to who like they have play there, because there's not too much diversity there.
Same thing.
There's
They got
the
a
voice-
Friday
there's
night.
the
I only
voice of
know of
reason.
a couple places that have like metal shows,
Yeah.
even in Lexington.
Yeah, right. Even that.
Yeah,
The metal
So-
scene was great here 20 years ago. I'm telling you.
I've been told.
Well,
was in high school.
maybe,
Just
who
The
now.
metal
knows?
scene was
Maybe it'll
crazy
come
here when I
back.
was in high school.
Hey, let's get back to some music with Bedford. It's their time now.
Our time now. down
Your
here.
time now.
Our time down here.
This song is called Suburban Blue. It is our next single. It will be out, I think, 2/4. Please don't hold me to that. It might be the next week, but I'm hoping it's 2/4. And it's kind of about somebody trading comfort for freedom. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He was leaving a letter for a girl he wants to, but a new man threw him out, threw it out to sea. They used to bang around the beggar's drive, touch the sleeve, tumble, feeling oh so alive. Well, she had decided her dreams were bigger than them too, bigger than this town and her cheap tattoo. Put it on her body like that letter wanted to. You can't escape this part of you. I remember the nights and the days with you, Lord, juxtaposed to us now in suburban blue. Lord, you were my rebel in red. I recall how you moved. I seen her dance, I seen her move. The chairs don't look the same in suburban blue. She's in suburban blue. Suburban blues, yeah. Hey, he said, I can see him now, shuffling down to 10th Avenue with his arm around her in the brand new suit, paying prestigious prices for the name on the tag. Wears it once the Sunday service so his women can brag. I know you better than the plastic puppetry. Step on out, step or climb out of that SUV. You're 5 minutes from the grocery store, but a million miles from the woman you were before. I remember the nights and the days with you. We were in a daze, hey, just opposed to us now in suburban blue, 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 blue. Yeah, you are my rebel in red. I recall how you moved. I seen her dance, I seen her move, but baby you don't look the same in suburban blue, blue. You're in suburban blue, yeah. Suburban blue.
thank you.
My turn to introduce the song. So this is this little guitar riff and this whole chord progression is something I wrote probably like 8 years ago, and no one's ever wanted to play it with me. And right when I joined the band, I showed them at probably the first practice I ever went to with the band. And then the first time we were in the studio, we were there one night. We were staying the night, and Tristan and I wrote this song, and then we got it going. It's called Post-Fire Clarity. Tristan, I'll let you tell him what it's about. I just wrote pretty chords is the way I see it.
I just kind of see it as like a post-fight song with a loved one or somebody, you know? Post-fire clarity, bro. All right. It goes like this.
A 2 and a 1 and a 2.
The tides have come, the winds have blown. I can feel you in my bones. You were thinking of going. All the love that you leave behind, in my soul that pain resides. Gonna miss you by my side. But I paid all my dues. Oh, I only had you to lose. Every year that's gone by, every tear we've cried, what's leading me back to you? I felt your heart, I know your lies. All that's left is to empathize. Post-fire clarity, yeah. The light that let me see. Yeah. Let me see. I hear the spaces between the sounds of the words out of your mouth. Your silence cuts my pride. It's an open wound that'll never close. It's an open door that I never chose. I'm gonna miss you like a rose. But I paid all my dues. I paid them, Lord, paid. I only had you to lose. Oh, every year that's gone by, yeah, baby, every tear we cried, what's leading me back to you? I felt your heart, I know your lies. All that's left is to empathize with post-fire clarity. The light that let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. And let me see that. And let me see that. And let me see that. We found love in another's arms. Well, now, count your blessings, one and all. Oh, we found love in another's arms. Yes, we did, baby. Oh, count your blessings. Hey, we found it, and 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 we found it. We found love. We found love. We found
Well, thank you. Tristan Frazier was singing that song just now.
Whoop, whoop.
On the drums and the vocals for you guys out there. Hi. This next song is kind of an older one, too. We wrote it when we were like about 20.
Temporary 2.
Something.
Yeah.
I don't know, like 6 years old.
That's pretty old.
Kind of revised, though. It's called Temporary.
You ready, Colin? Yeah. Good.
Trouble is in your life. Does it cut you down, get you by? Oh, it bleeds you. Where you come and you go, you're there, but nobody knows. Let 'em see you. It's only temporary. Only for a while. Yeah. It's only temporary. It's only for a while. Yeah. Well, you're in and you're out. You've got your plans, you've got your doubts. Don't let them eat you. Ooh. 'Cause I'm here with you, my friend, till that bitter, bitter end.
All right. Nice one. Hey, folks, we're so glad you've joined us for our Red Barn Radio live stream tonight, our music and conversation with Samuel, Colin, and Tristan, who are Bedford, and they are our featured guests this evening. Before we get on to more music with these great guys, I'd like to take a moment to remind all of you that our live streams, both tonight's and on any Wednesday, remain available online for you to view at your convenience, to share with others. We also have a live audio stream, compliments of WGAD.net in Central New York. Don't miss a single episode of the program, whether you watch it on live or whether you watch it in the week following. Be sure to tell your friends and share what you like about Red Barn Radio. It means a lot to us. This week I've been listening to music from another band from Lexington. They're called Champs of the Sun. Mark Bell, the lead singer, is a quirky writer and a singer with a terrific vocal range and force, and just about every track on their most recent album presents some kind of lyrical or rhythmic surprise. I think you're going to really enjoy it. Simply put, it's hard to know sometimes where the songs are going, but I still enjoy the ride. I think you're going to do that too. That's next week, Champs of the Sun in studio and on Red Barn Radio's live stream, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. And now let's get back to more music with Bedford.
All right.
That was quick, huh?
All right.
That was quick. Yeah. You got a nice voice.
Perfect amount of time to tune my guitar.
Yeah. This next song is called We Weren't Afraid. Tristan wrote it. It's one of Tristan's babies.
Well, ain't it crazy how your life can seem so cruel, seems to carry by the reflections of the ones that you knew. Lately, can't you see it in my eyes? I wanna love me, but you can't hold back your tears. No. So we'll sing, oh, how we'll sing of the deep, dark shadows that come after dreams. We'll dance, oh, how we'll dance, and we'll all reminisce about the days that we weren't afraid. Ain't it crazy how your life can seem strange, seems to carry by the age of your mind. And if you're lonely, I can give you some time. It's too cold of a world to spend alone inside of your mind. So we'll sing, oh, I will sing of the deep, dark shadows that come after dreams, and we'll dance,
All right. All right.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Love that song.
Whew, this one's called Troubled. This is a song I wrote about church, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of speaks for itself. Goes like this. Oh. Slow down, man. Yeah.
It's the cold weather. It's messing up my guitar.
That's hot as balls in
They said, come to church. They said, go to school. Don't misbehave. Now learn by the rules. If you're trouble, are you trouble? Don't you know you're trouble? And then they said, well, forget your past. Now no one here cares. He gave you life. You don't get to be scared. If you're trouble, are you trouble? You know you're trouble. Oh, bless your soul. Your wicked bones can't find their home in the Lord alone. Baby, you're a troubled soul. Well, now then they said to me, you've been an addict and you've been abused. Don't worry, dear, there's a hope for you. If you're troubled, you got to come pay your dues. But yeah, there's no use in prayers unless you're devout. God won't help a heathen. There ain't no handouts if you're troubled. You got to come and pay your dues. I said the Lord, bless your soul. Your wicked bones can't find their home in the Lord alone. No, 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 baby, you're a troubled soul. Just a troubled soul. I said, preacher, hey, you know I see so much pain here in the world today. You're saying God won't turn me away. Is it true? Why am I troubled and blue? He said, son, it's quarter for a quarter. Love ain't free. Jesus, he could save you if you can't pay a fee. The Lord is coming back. Are you on his side? Well, are you wanna feel included? Come and pay your tithing. Wear your best when you come through the door. We won't let you in if you look like a whore. I said, where you gonna go then, Mary? I said, where you gonna go then, Mary? I said, where you gonna go then, Mary? I need to know if they say you're a troubled soul. You're just a troubled soul. You're just a troubled soul. You're just a troubled soul. Hey, you're just a troubled soul. You're just a troubled soul. You're just a troubled soul. Just a troubled soul.
That one's intense. That hurt my fingy. This song is called Seen It All Before. It is out.
Yeah, it is out.
Listen to it, please. We love you.
Dude, Sam is so charismatic. Wow.
Thank you.
That's kind of his thing.
What can I say?
Kind of his thing. Look at us.
What can I say?
Look at us.
That was like a robot, bro.
It's out. Please listen.
Please listen to the song. It goes like this.
empty house full of lies and doubt, a tapestry of tension torn. Cut me down, what you said to me. You've got away with betraying me. You never seem the same to me, but I've seen it all before. Heated words, the coldest eyes. You never really seem to mind. Your eyes are your disguise. Oh no. Crowded down in every dream, something in between. Did it really mean that much to me? You cut me down with what you said to me. You got away with betraying me. Oh, you never seem the same to me, but I've seen it all before. But I've seen it all before. Cut me down, what you said. You got away, way within. Never seemed the same to me, but I've seen it all before. Well, I've seen it all before. Seen it all before. I've seen it all before.
All right.
Thank you.
Are we ready for interview part 2?
Yeah.
Let's talk some more.
Let's talk some more.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do. I would like to get back to where we were. I think we moved up through your history up until that time. That time when I think you actually were sort of in college. I think you were doing Moorhead at that
Yeah.
time, right? And did you all go into Moorhead to be part of the music program?
I did.
I did
Tristan
not.
did not.
I was gonna do pharmacy.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and then I worked at a pharmacy, and I didn't like it. And then I was gonna do law, and I took the LSAT, and I was like, I did fine, but I just didn't want to do that. I was like, so music was kind of like I was just kind of a part of it, and then turned out towards the end, I was like, oh shit, I got enough credits. Like I can actually get
Yeah.
a degree in music. I've taken enough. I was like really close, anyways. I was like, all right,
Huh.
might as well.
Did either of you come from families where there were sort of high expectations, push in the way in a particular direction as far as education went, or did you come from
really.
families that were pretty supportive of whatever you chose
I
as
don't
your
think
passion?
my dad was not supportive at all, but it was definitely like, well,
Yours was the push towards academic.
yeah, and I mean, I think that came from a place of
stuff.
like, well, you can do it. you know what I mean? I was bringing home A's, and like, it was just like, well, you might as well go ahead and do pharmacy, lawyer, doctor.
Is your dad an academic?
No, he's he's a high school teacher, so
Oh,
he's got
yeah,
2 masters.
that
I
would-
guess that is actually.
That would qualify, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very smart guy.
What's he teach in high school?
History.
Was he your teacher?
No.
Okay.
He was mine
He
for
was-
a minute.
Yeah, he was.
He was
Sam.
my math
He got
teacher in 8th
into
grade.
Yeah, he got into it right about the time
For a
we
second.
were 8th graders, but then he stayed in middle school and we went to high school.
Sure. Okay.
So, but no, I mean, it took until about sophomore year that I was like, Dad, I'm gonna stay in the honors program. Like, I'm gonna like get 2
Yeah.
degrees, but I'm not doing the pharmacy medical thing.
Uh-huh.
Not that I can't. It's just I don't want to, dude. Like,
Yeah.
life's too short. It's not what I want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was okay with it. It was just a shock to the system because the plan, I think, was always, well, you're gonna play music on the side of making $130,000 a year doing this or that or this
Yeah,
or that.
that's right.
You
It's
know,
like
and I definitely miss that money. I'm sure my wife does sometimes too.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I'll do that later if I really need to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Kinda
yeah.
how
I
get it.
do know what you mean. Yeah. And you too, Samuel?
Well, my parents were just pretty supportive, honestly. They've never really pushed me to do anything. So, yeah.
You mean anything in particular?
Anything in particular, yeah. They've never really pushed me to be like a better person either. No,
They've never really pushed me at anything.
no, they're great. They're super supportive.
I want to go back to something. I think you've done at least 2 songs that at least alluded to an experience with the church, or I think it was maybe a comment that you all made about playing in the church band earlier, your praise band, and then of course the song that just happened a little while ago was Troubled. Yeah, can you all talk about that a little bit? Like what? Yeah, I mean, what piece of your sort of education as human beings did the church furnish you with? That you would call sort of something a takeaway.
I mean,
On the positive side.
I feel like for me, a lot. I mean, I don't really go anymore or like subscribe to that as much, but I mean, yeah, like you've got preachers on both sides of the family and like just family, like that was the thing to do. It's still the thing to do. Like, is go to church and listen to Mamaw preach. I mean, that's just the thing to do in my family. So it's like, I don't know. And then the kind of church I played at was more about rock and roll Jesus church. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to
Praise
play the drums and like,
right.
yeah, it was like an excuse to play the drums really loud.
We always say it's like the praise versus the worship church.
I mean, I definitely still find myself playing like worship drum beats in the band and just, I mean, I don't know. That's a deep question.
Well, it's meant to be.
How much did you take away in the pause? Oh.
No, I think really you could either go very deep with it, or you could say, well, I really developed as a musician there.
That's kind of how I
mean,
look at it.
so, I
It
mean,
was a
that's-
great place to cut your teeth.
That to me is a wonderful gift that the church.
Sam, I want to hear
the
Sam's
church
answer.
can
to
Oh,
that.
man.
I do too. I would like to hear Sam go a little
Well,
bit
it's
deeper
a
than you did.
nice community. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet people at church. I played in the worship band with Tristan, and that's pretty much my extent of going to church.
Oh, okay.
you know?
So you got recruited.
Yeah, kind of. I was just going there because,
rejected.
yeah, and then kicked out.
We need a heathen to play the
Yeah,
bass.
yeah. And so I got kicked out because I was a heathen. They wouldn't let me play bass anymore. I'm not joking.
He was literally like you're too rock and roll to lead worship.
No,
It was-
no, he did not
yeah,
say
that's
that.
pretty much what he
No,
said.
Tristan, Tristan, what do you mean by
what
praise
he
band beats?
Um,
And what are you talking about? What is that?
it's like
What is a
the-
praise band beat?
Like if you go listen to it, most songs have that beat right there. I mean, it's like,
And that's not a break
70
that goes on through the whole song?
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it may like be a quiet version of that gets to a bigger version, but it's pretty much the same thing as which is like basically like a Latin thing. It's pretty
Right.
similar to it's pretty similar to a bossa nova, which is interesting to me. Like, I would love to do a research paper on the
You would love to do a
arrangement
research paper?
and sound of worship music, like where it came from.
In my church, we weren't allowed to dance, so it was hard.
And
It'd be
neither
hard
in
for me
his.
to imagine that they would have anything that was bossa nova.
Oh, we
based
had
in
a
my
person
church.
in the ear going verse 2, 3, 4, like chorus 2, 3, 4. Like, we had click tracks, and
That's crazy.
more production goes into that than I would ever put into a rock band.
Okay, so you learned. So there, you've just said another thing that you learned from the church. You learned something to sort of adapt to the role of technology in the music,
Yes,
right? And
yes.
and do that kind of thing. It's all pretty good stuff.
Honestly.
Yeah. I think that in the future, when you introduce the song "Troubled," you should go into all this stuff.
Okay, yeah. We'll do it. We'll do it.
I mean, yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
I definitely feel like with that song, you need to say like 2 or 3 good things about the church. That way, when you sing that song, it's like, oh, okay, like
Yeah, good.
it's kind of balanced each other out a little bit.
No, I just think it's an interesting theme to develop, and I think it's something that can really resonate with a lot of folks who come from this region. They're raised in the church, and then they're confronted with the kind of world that we live in.
But yeah,
now.
I wrote that song
and
literally from a
trying to reconcile
Facebook
it,
post. Like somebody make a Facebook post that was like, most Christians or churches wouldn't like let Mary in today. Like if Mary was trying to have Jesus, if it was set in modern times, and you've got a pregnant woman showing up at your doorstep, you know, claiming that she just is having this kid, like from divine intervention. Like if most people would be like, get the shotgun, get her out of here. You know what I mean? And like run her off.
Crazy
like,
woman.
Yeah, who's this crazy woman? Am I trying to have a kid in my barn? Like it wouldn't happen. You know, and
Yeah,
that's
right.
kind of what the song's about. And I'm like, well, isn't that the whole point of the book? Like in the faith is to do things like that. So it's kind of
That's
a
great.
song thing
Yeah,
about that.
It's a great theme. So I'm thinking about the songs that I've been listening to as you guys play. I'm just really loving so much of it. I mean, each song just brings something really cool. Love your contribution, Colin.
Thank you.
Love what you bring to it, the different kind of guitar sound. I loved song 5 and 6. You know, Bone Orchard. I know it's an old song, but then you played Bone Orchard, and then after the interview, you played Suburban Blue, which is an upcoming single for you guys, right? Coming out in February. When you think about the songs that you've played tonight, which ones would you say might best sort of exemplify the direction you feel you guys are headed in?
All of them.
Yeah, yeah. That wasn't one of the
I know.
choices.
I know. That question's not fair because I like to cover the whole spectrum.
Yeah, sure. Like, what was? Let me ask more specifically. Was Suburban Blue a song that you feel is one of those?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That,
Absolutely.
We Weren't Afraid. Troubled, which we played with our other guitar players, but it's just
Not
Colin.
Suburban.
I think
Suburban's
Colin
new.
has improved Troubled like tremendously.
Yeah, I definitely think it's more of a funky sound.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, it's like a Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't know. It's hard to classify yourself, but definitely, yeah, what you said. Like Suburban Blue is definitely a song that I think you'll hear more and more things that sound like that. And I also think we haven't played it yet, but we played the first Cold Truth and Withdrawal. I think Sam has had more of an influence on the writing direction of the band recently, which is coming, in my opinion, from more of the shoegazy, alt-rock, new wave, Weezer, 90s thing to the 80s to 90s thing. And I feel like that's kind of what we're hitting on there. Talking Heads. Suburban Blue is kind of like a Talking Heads song.
Yeah, right.
That's
Yeah, it was a very cool song.
replacing
I like that.
Led Zeppelin with some of those influences.
Yeah.
That's
Is it just my imagination, or Tristan, or are you singing more in this set than this time at Red Barn than you did last time?
A lot, yeah. I mean, we had Trevor and Colby singing, and now it's just me and Sam. And
Yeah.
I sing a lot more now. Like I play solo and stuff. So like, I don't know. That's kind of something I always pass the songs along, and I still do. Like Cold Truth, I wrote that like 3 weeks ago, and I was like, that's a Sam song, you know. But
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of songs I write, I'm like, no, that's a Tristan song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sing that, you know.
I like it. Well, your voice sounds great, man.
Thanks,
so,
man.
So much power. I mean, it's
Thanks,
just
dude.
great. Yeah, sounds
appreciate
really
it.
good. And same, I love your voice. And you bring like kind of, to me, kind of a soul element that comes in. Like I was liking how you're coming in on that last song a lot.
Thanks, man.
Or in the troubled. Well, I guess it was the troubled song, especially. Yeah, it was great. Really nice sound. Talk to us about sort of what you see happening over the course of the next year. Do you have a kind of a long range plan you're looking at?
We're kind of right now. We're flying by the seat of our pants, but
Yeah.
we're getting a long range plan together
I don't know.
for sure.
We're going
Sam
to
may
tour
feel
across.
like
the,
we're
we got
flying.
a tour next
I
month
feel
across
like
the
it.
southeast.
I am.
Okay.
We're going New Orleans to Nashville with a bunch of cities in between,
And gonna,
which
gonna
is
stop
a first
into
for us.
Georgia?
6 days in a row, six
Yeah.
shows in 6 days. We're opening for this Scottish funk rock band called High Fade. They're really cool.
Oh, all right. Are you going to go to Georgia too?
Yeah, it's New Orleans, Atlanta,
Athens?
Chattanooga, Spartanburg, Birmingham, Nashville. I think there's somewhere else in there.
Oh, that sounds good. Who's organizing that for you?
We
Why-
got
yeah.
David Helmer's got us in contact with this, I guess, the booking agent from Wasserman. It's a big booking agency that we're just the opening act on it, but it's a huge opportunity for us. We're very excited.
That's
Yeah.
kind of the theme right now is booking agent. Right now it's probably 80% me booking and 20% Colin. And we played 120 shows last year. Like, the way I look at it is like, whoever's booking all these bands, you're losing money, dog, because we'll play. Like, you know what I mean? If you're listening to this, like, you're losing money on this because we'll go play somewhere, like, anywhere, and I'm sure people would come out if we promote it. So, like, I don't know. That's my goal.
Well, so I know, Colin, you do radio work.
Yes, I
and-
do.
and what
96
about-
won the Hound. The sound of the
Really?
Hound is the sound of Kentucky.
That's a too much voice. A little bit back off the mic, just a little bit there, Colin. So what about Samuel? What about you guys? Do you guys also do other work outside of the music? What do you do?
Yeah, we were. Me and Tristan work at a deli
Yep.
right now. Dad's favorites.
Are you kidding me? You guys do it together?
Yep.
Yeah.
We work together every
Why
day.
not?
No, it's great.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's just great.
He's
It's
my
just like,
boyfriend.
you guys, well, yeah, you guys
Attached
got
to the hip.
It's
Yeah.
terrific. That's
It's
so
a
funny.
great job. They're great guys.
I
They
was
sold
saying,
us the van, baby.
Yeah, that we're driving the cheese mobile right now.
I was just saying to somebody outside, look at those guys got an old an old dad's van.
Yeah.
That's us. Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're working there every day.
I was
Pretty much.
subbing
Over there
for a while.
in Gardenside?
Yeah.
Oh, no, over on Lane Allen.
Yeah, right.
I got Sam a job there 3
He
weeks
did,
after I
dude.
joined the band.
Yep.
I said, you got to stop DoorDash driving. You're going to work at Dad's.
And I was subbing for
You
a
guys are
while,
nice.
and I'm probably about to start subbing again. But God, I don't know how teachers do it. My wife's a teacher. I don't know how they do it. Like it's just
Yeah,
it's not the kids, man. I love the kids. It's just the adults. Oh my God, people are idiots.
Well, we'll have to talk about that.
Hear
Yeah. So it's great to have you guys with us. Let's play some more music.
Yep.
All
Hey,
right.
more
We're gonna
music.
get the
with
one Bedford country song.
Really?
I mean, I don't know if I.
It's not really country, but it's the most country song we have.
Who's going to play pedal, steel,
Right.
or fiddle?
Anybody?
Banjo.
This
Who's on the
song
banjo?
was my buddy had a old Mustang, and it was not white. But I was like, what if it was white? Then I could write a song called White Horse because it's a Mustang and that's a car inside.
We wrote it the same night we wrote Post Fire Clear.
And it's a. Isn't there like a Chris Stapleton song?
Yes.
It's not there. I'd heard that
That's a
after
great
I wrote
song.
this song. I swear to God. 1, 2, 3. Well, my friend, he was tamed by a wild Mustang. The car that was a white horse come to save him. When he pulled off our lane, ooh, that thief had been made. The fool found his brain on an open highway. I feel that deep in my bones, like a thorn in my soul, to know you're out on that road, finding your freedom. I wish that you could come home,
pull me out of this hole that your roots left in the floorboard of a white horse. I said of a white horse. I said of a white horse. Well, I sit alone in this old Camaro. My steed has been broke down for years now, but I still see my name in the lights of my dreams. They'll change that old marquee any day now. And I feel that deep in my bones, like a thorn in my soul, to know you're out on that road, finding your freedom. I wish that you would come home, pull me out of this hole that your roots left in the floorboard of a white horse. I said of a white horse. I said of a white horse. And go right ahead, go right ahead. Go ride your white horse. Ride it all night long. I swear his fate was secured by an angel of the Lord. She was sworn off any debt to his past demons. But I still sit alone in this old Camaro. It's badly running on regret that never got me far. And I feel that deep in my bones, like a thorn in my soul, to know you're out on that road, finding your freedom. I wish that you could come home and pull me out of this hole that your roots left in the floor of a white horse. I said of a white horse. I said of a white horse. Go right ahead. Go ride your white horse. Ride it all night long.
All right. This next one's a newer one.
We're gonna try this. We're gonna try this intro. I don't know how it's gonna go.
It's
but
gonna go great. It's gonna be great.
This
I promise.
song's kind of about dealing with the ups and downs of playing music, like going out on stage and then going and making sandwiches. You know, it's kind of confusing sometimes. And so I wrote this song called "Withdrawal." 1, 2, 3, 4. Curtain calls on you again. But if I leave you out, you'll lead my heart out again. We'll take this turn fast, crash into each other and then withdraw. withdraw. I withdraw. Well, nobody knows what it means to me. I'm falling apart at the seams. Well, I'm coming to pieces by the second verse. Oh, withdraw it out of me. Out of me. Withdraw it out. Yeah, rising, no, you take your toll as a part of me. Yeah, but ain't it so that people only grow in pain? Take this time fast, we crash into each other and then withdraw. Yeah, I withdraw. Second verse, withdraw it out of me. Yeah, withdraw it out of me. Hey. Oh, no, no. Nobody knows what it means to me. I'm coming apart at the seams. I'm falling to pieces by the second verse. Withdraw it out of me. Withdraw it out. Oh, withdraw it out. Withdraw it out. Yeah. Withdraw it out.
Tristan Frazier again on the vocals. This next one's another newer one. It's called Sign. It's kind of
Yep.
it's kind of our have a cigar.
It's the last one.
Tuna, tuna, tuna.
Tuna, tuna, tuna,
Tuna, tuna, tuna.
Sign your name on this paper, do me a favor, get it on my books. Don't matter to me how it looks, no. Boys, I cannot wait to tell you about the money we'll make with your honey and my greed. Hidden in this fire, I'll be your snake in that money tree. What do you desire? I can make your vision true. It's your golden hour. All you've got to do is sign. Yeah. The best picking lives down in a kitchen. Nobody seems to know what they've been missing. They knew them only for their biscuit. Evaluation of your interpretation of this capitalistic potential risk. It ain't it. We can guarantee you some sound here, please. With your honey and my queen, bleeding in this fire. I'll be your snake in that money tree. What do you desire? I can
Hey, there are many people to thank for our broadcast tonight. First, Bedford, our guest on the program. We want to thank all of you listening to our webcast, watching us on social media, and those listening to us on the growing network of Red Barn stations all over the place and media worldwide. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn's premier radio partner, Central and Eastern Kentucky's radio news leader. You can listen online at weku.org. It's your chance to hear more great live music from Red Barn Radio and WEKU. That's NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Hey, and those of you here in the Central Kentucky area, you got to be sure to check out Red Barn TV.
Red Barn TV!
Red Barn TV!
Thank you. It's our weekly program of music, now on ABC 36 WTVQ. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall here in the grand city of Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information on our guests and future programs. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. Now, before we close out the program, let's bring back Bedford, if they'd be willing to do another tune.
Well.
Yes, all right.
We're gonna play a newer one. This is called "Don't Go, Don't Leave." We just reworked it. We just reworked it, and this is how we play it now.
Said the greatest stories never go untold. So as a woman that I used to love and hold, said the memory was once enough for you. So then remember the dreams you used to believe was true. Don't you go, don't you leave. I know love and what it brings. I know you, you know me. I know, baby, can we let it be? Don't you go now, don't you leave. I know love and what it brings. I know you, you know me. Baby, can we let it be? Let it be. What used to be, now it's complete. But then I threw it away, the words were too empty. I see the leaves in the snow, the season is cold, this fool is alone on a hill. I don't want to know of the flowers that grow for you and someone new. Now don't you go, don't you leave. I know love and what it brings. I know you, Lord, you know me. So now, baby, can we let it be? Don't you go, don't you leave. I know love and what it brings. Hey, I know you, you know me, Lord. So now, baby, baby, can we let it be? Na na na.
All right. Well, that's all for our show for this week, folks. You can see and hear Red Barn Radio worldwide as we stream live on the web on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. And it's always great to hear from all of you who listen to Red Barn Radio's archive performances on your favorite streaming platforms. Speaking of you listeners, please, before, during, or after you enjoy Red Barn Radio, take just a moment to engage with us. You know, it's amazing. We live in a time when we consume so much content made online for free, stuff that we enjoy. It's available for free, but always keep in mind that content creators put a lot of time and talent and resources into doing that. And there's a lot of ways for you to give back. One of them is to engage with their social media. And we appreciate it so much when you do that. We are so glad you were able to join us this evening on Red Barn Radio, and now we bid you good night. Let's stick together, let's appreciate each other, and let's join up again for another great evening of music and conversation on Red Barn Radio. I'm Bradford Becker. You've been listening to Bedford. See you next time.